Hi, my name is Dr. Vic Catano. I am the course instructor for Psych 4428, Personnel Psychology. I would like to welcome you to the class. Before I present an overview of the course, let me tell you something about myself and the textbook we'll be using. I have been teaching here at St. Mary's since 1972. Yes, I'm old enough to be your grandfather, but age brings with it experience and hopefully wisdom. And I have a great deal of experience as an IO psychologist working in the area of human resources and personnel selection. There's a biography of myself and my colleagues who wrote the textbook at the front of the book. I won't go through everything there. If you're interested, take a look at it and you can see some of the work that I've done, some of my research interests, and some of my consulting projects. Now, I consider myself both a scientist as well as a practitioner in the area of human resources. So in addition to writing numerous scientific articles, I've also done a great deal of consulting, and I've developed personnel selection systems for both private and public agencies. I've been involved in personnel selection with the Canadian Forces, the RCMP, and NAV Canada, just to name a few. If you go on the NAV Canada website, you'll be able to see some of the selection tools that we developed in the system that we developed for air traffic controllers. I've incorporated a lot of what I've done and what I've learned from both my research and my practice into the textbook and into this course. And I'll be using examples from these experiences throughout the different modules that we'll be discussing. You'll note in my biography that I was involved with the Canadian Council of Human Resources associations for about a 10-year period. I served as the chair of the CCHRA's Independent Board of Examiners that was responsible for developing and administering the exams that lead to the Certified Human Resource Professional designation, the CHRP. If you go to the CHRP website, you will find many resources for preparing for the examination, including this textbook. And the material that we cover in this course will be directly related to the sections on the CHRP examination, the knowledge examination, with respect to recruitment and selection, which is part of the knowledge examination. I'm sure some of you may be interested in that and may be preparing for it. Now, you've probably noticed that I'm the first author of the textbook, and which is now in its 5th edition, which means it's a success. Books that aren't successful don't get beyond their 1st or 2nd edition. Our book is, in fact, the market leader in human resources, and it's used across Canada in colleges and universities. It's also used as a standard reference for many government agencies with respect to personnel selection. A lot of the students who are taking that course, particularly at the undergraduate level in university, are considering going on to graduate programs in human resources or IO psychology. We've included many features in the text to help you learn. We've geared it towards features such as making the material accessible to you, and including things like identifying learning principles, learning outcomes, keywords, and we'll make use of these throughout the course and throughout the modules. Each chapter starts with a vignette or a scenario which puts in context the content of the chapter. Some of these are humorous, some they're all designed to illustrate some of the important principles in the text. Read each scenario before you delve into the text material. We've also produced the 2nd scenario, which starts each module. So you have 2 shots at it. You have one in the text and one in each module. As we go through the modules in the course, I will be presenting other information to you, other examples, other scenarios. The whole intent is to help you achieve the learning principles, the learning objectives of the course. So look at the objectives of the course. I've included those in the module. Look at the key words from the text. They're in the module. Go back and forth between the module and the text. This should help you see what is important. Also at the end of each chapter in the text are what are called required professional capabilities. These RPCs are what the CHRP knowledge exam is based on. And we've tried to include in the chapter those RPCs that are fundamental to the knowledge exam with respect to recruitment and selection. At the end of each module, we have a practice exam, which is key to the text. So that's not marked in any way. That's to help you see if you understand the material. So we've tried to select both multiple choice and true-false questions that we think are geared to the important principles in the text. Now, there are probably as many different reasons for you taking this course as there are students here. And I think there's probably three main reasons. One, you're interested in the course out of a general interest in the subject. Or you just want to see what personnel psychology is all about, and that's absolutely fine. This course satisfies a 4,000 level requirement as part of the psychology major. The second reason some of you may be here is that you're interested in human resources, you're doing the HR certificate, doing the psychology option, and you want to pursue a career in human resources. This course is required for the certificate, and both in psychology, and it will satisfy the staffing requirement in management. The third reason you may want to do this course is that you're interested in pursuing a graduate degree either in human resources or in IO psychology. And this will give you a good foundation for going on to graduate school. I think we've structured the course in a way that will satisfy all of the reasons that you're taking the course. Our bias is science and the scientific advancement of human resources, and that you will see is one of the things we will emphasize throughout the course, is that human resources is something based on science, not intuition. And because of that, you need to have a working knowledge of statistics and computers. Those in psychology, the prerequisite is Psych 2350, statistics, or an equivalent management stats course. This will prepare you for the course. We are not going to ask you to do any statistics in the course. All we want you to do is to be familiar with statistical concepts. Mostly we'll just be getting into, at the most, correlation and regression. We've produced a statistics appendix which will be available online in this course if you need a refresher. We're going to try and make this course as interactive as possible. The goal requires not only my participation, but yours. In each module, we have presented some exercises that we'll ask you to complete. They will be part of the grading for the course to turn into those projects. I expect you to become involved in the discussions that we'll have in the course, and hope that you will be able to participate in group projects. I know some of you are at a distance, but we will try to get you all involved in group projects and the required readings and assignments. And I just want to emphasize that I will be available online or through email. And if you're on campus, come by and drop in and see me at any time. I'm generally here around the university. I will have some office hours when I will be here, but most of the time I'm in my office or lab, so feel free to drop by. If you want to be sure I'm there, send me an email beforehand, and that's the best way to get a hold of me. So good luck with the course. I don't think you'll need luck. I think you're all dedicated, and we'll get you through the course. So let's proceed to the first module and see how you do. So thank you for registering in the course, and if you need any help, feel free to call me at any time. Thank you.